Hi everyone, I'm Wardah, a STEM Scholar and Mentor, and today we'll be starting Unit 6 of Algebra 1, Inequalities. We'll start off with our first lesson, solving linear inequalities. So when solving linear inequalities, all the rules of solving equations are the same, except for one. When an inequality is multiplied or divided by any negative number, the direction of the inequality sign changes. So let's just say we have greater than in the middle of two equations, two parts of the inequality, and we divide both sides by -6. Then the less than would become a greater than. It would flip. Now here are the inequality symbols, just in case you need a little refresher. I like to think of it as kind of like a mouth, and the opening of the mouth will always indicate whether or not it's less than or greater than. So if the opening of the mouth is on the left, then it's less than, and if it's on the right, then it's greater than. And if it has a line under it, it's just the same thing, but it means it's less than or equal to. And the same for greater than. So we're going to go over an example on how to solve our inequality and then check it. So we solve an inequality just like a normal equation. So we're going to multiply by 5 on both sides first. Well, I think that should be 2 over 5. Yeah, so we're getting rid of the 2 over 5 by multiplying by 5 on both sides. And we subtract 2x from both sides now. Then we subtract 15, divide by 3 on both sides, and then we get our answer, which is x is less than 5 over 3. But it's switched here, so it would be 5 over 3 is greater than x. So for when we check, this is where it gets a little bit different from equations. Because when we check, we need to select a number that corresponds with the sign. So for us, it was x is less than 5 over 3. That's our answer to this inequality. So we're going to select a number that's less than 5 over 3 in order to check it. So after they substituted it in, they solved it as usual, and we get 68 over 15, which is greater than 65 over 15, and that's true, so this checks out. I want you guys to do one question on your own, so complete it and we'll go over it. Okay, so you should have gotten 1. Well, answer choice 1. So we'll start off with the inequality. 7 minus 2/3 x is less than x minus 8. And we're going to add 8 on both sides. And we get 15 minus 2/3 x is less than x. Then we're going to add 2/3 on both sides. And we get 15 is less than 5 over 3x. And we multiply 3/5 on both sides because we need to get rid of the 5/3. And when we're dealing with fractions, we multiply them by the reciprocal. And then we're left with 9 is less than x. Or if we're going to flip it a little to make it make sense, our final answer is x is greater than 9, which is choice number 1. I know this was kind of a short lesson, but that's because inequalities are kind of just a repetition of equations. But that's all for this lesson. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to contact my email below. And if you're looking to practice with any additional resources, which I think you should, JMAP and Khan Academy are some great ones.